Hi guys, today we're going to do a video that I had promised. My friend Matt is coming over shortly. He has to drop his girlfriend off and then he is going to come over so we can shoot a video. I'm making lunch. Trying to do three things at once. We're going to shoot a video of me sharpening on a car window. Like I said, now this is the knife that I had used for the other videos. It is an Opnel number 6 and I sharpened it and dulled it and sharpened it and dulled it, and I just couldn't get the angle I wanted. So Matt's gonna come over. So that's what this video is gonna be about. But before we do that, I'm once again going to reiterate to you guys, my subscribers, and it's usually never a subscriber. It's always somebody that found a video of mine and decided to take issue with it. I don't delete content. I don't delete comments off of my YouTube channel unless they're abusive towards me or abusive towards, because the way I look at it, if you're going to be abusive towards the person that owns the channel, you're going to be every bit as abusive to my subscribers. And so I had a guy go on and just threw a fit about my take on cold steel knives, which in the video I specifically said I don't dislike cold steel knives, I just wish they would fix some of their quality control issues. And he threw a fit. He went in and he said I literally sounded like a woman, and that I literally was a retard, but he was not spelling the word correctly, so, you know, I immediately was like, okay, you're using a word that you don't even know how to spell. You misspelled it twice. And so I didn't retaliate or anything like that, except for the one right before I blocked his comment, hit all of his previous things. I said, yeah, I'm a moron, but yet you don't know how to spell the word literally, or at least try to look it up so that your comment doesn't make you look like a moron. Call me a retard in bold print, everything like that. So what I did was I deleted these comments. I don't delete you guys' comments if you have a differing opinion than me. You asked a couple people who were kind of going back and forth. Boneser Wolf and Vin Ellis. We're going back and forth in the comment section. And I don't want to lose any subscribers. I don't want to block people. So I just nicely told them that the direction that their little debate was going was starting to become a little bit heated. And I just gave more. Before you guys go too far, please don't become abusive to each other. I don't want to have to step in and moderate. And I have a couple people I'm going to ask if they would moderate. Apparently you can choose moderators. That smoke you guys are seeing, I do not smoke. This is a incense burner that it's got a rose scented mosquito coil. Mosquitoes are tearing us up this summer. But you know, I basically gave him a warning, but this guy didn't even get a warning because he didn't escalate. He started off extremely abusive. That is the quickest way to find yourself blocked on my channel. I don't want this channel to be one of those ones where YouTube is starting to tighten up their reins on things, and I don't want my channel to be one of those ones that gets moderated by YouTube. I don't want that to happen. It's already hard enough when I put up a video, I have to go in and request a review to make sure that it is suitable, because Matt from Demolition Ranch showed it his Vet Ranch channel, and his Vet Ranch channel is not at all offensive. Every one of his little monetizing spots was yellow, and so I'm gonna send him a, I don't know if he's gonna see it, but I'm gonna send him a message saying, you know, you can go in and you can request a review, and usually when you request a review, then it goes back to green. It just seems like certain channels just get flagged because I talk about knives and I talk about guns, and you know, it has nothing to do with what's in the title. I know that because my one that was the video about replaceable lock bars that I sent for Misanthropia, Dave from the Knife Nuts podcast, that one wound up being yellow, and I had to go in and request a review. And apparently when you request a review, if it's under 1,000, I was like, okay, screw it, this guy says it's good, we're gonna let it be good. I have been drinking a little, but you know, it makes it hard. It makes it hard for us. So if people are making it even harder by putting things in the comments section that YouTube might take offense to and decide to shut that video down. I can't have that. One, I don't want it to be abusive, and two, I can't have that. I can't have people calling and you know, I can't have non-subscribers running off my subscribers. So something to keep in mind. But yeah, so what we're gonna do is, I was gonna do this. I had done it. I've done it before. I was going to do this also on a coffee cup, like Outdoors 55 did. But the fact is, I already know crockery and ceramic. Those are tools that people use for sharpening. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a window ledge. There's some other off-the-wall ones, like see if you can do it with, you know, steel it on a fork, but you know, that doesn't necessarily get you anywhere either, because people have used knife steels for years. So, but no, that's it. This is just the preview into it. Please, please don't get abusive in the comments towards each other or towards me. I will, like I said, if you're willing to be abusive to the channel owner, the person that put up the video, you're going to do it to the subscribers and the commenters. So I won't tolerate that. So, all right, guys. I will eat my lunch that I'm cooking back here, and then when Matt gets here, we'll adjourn to that. All right, guys. So Matt is here. Matt's going to come back around here, so you guys have seen Matt before. Matt's here. He's going to videotape for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Opnel number 6. Very sharp. And I'm about to do something to it. I'll take this crock bowl. I hate doing that to a knife. And it is... I worked so hard to sharpen it. But just to make sure... It's a very thin knife, so it'll catch and tear. But it's definitely not cutting anymore. Yeah, I did that to one of my own knives. It's almost sacrilegious. So, Matt, will you feel that and go ahead and here. Is that sharp at all anymore?
No.
You think you could shave with it anymore?
No.
Okay.
No, definitely not.
So I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna roll the window down a little bit on my car door. And I can see it from here. I can see the shining.
That's painful.
Oh, that hurt to do. Let's see if we can get a shot of it. You can see light reflecting on every bit of that edge. When I turn the camera around, we'll see. I've had people that are like, "Yeah, I feel how sharp my knife is," and this is what they hand me, and I'm like, "It's not sharp." So I'm gonna try and get a shot of it with the reverse camera, see if we can catch the light glinting off it. Then Matt and I are gonna go out to my garage, and we're going to sharpen this knife on a car window, which is something you can do. You can, in a pinch, if you had to. So, all right, guys, here we go. You can just see there's some light yeah, that whole edge is just gone. There's just light reflecting off of the actual edge itself. No longer sharp at all. Matt's going to videotape this. I'm going to put on my sandals and we'll go out here.
You can.
Oh, that's horrible. All right, so when people say you're going to sharpen on a window, you're not sharpening on this. So up at the top where it's been cut and blasted and sandblasted or garnet blasted, so that there's no sharp edges, it almost winds up becoming almost like a medium grit ceramic. So what you do is you just basically just find your angle and a little bit of light pressure. And you make a couple passes. And it's never going to be a super fine edge like what you would get off of my stones. But basically you can if you look, I'm actually getting material. So now not quite shaven, but it's on the verge. It's popping a couple little hairs. So the next logical step would be, since we're using odd methods, is we're just going to go over here to this cardboard box. And we're going to strap this on a piece of cardboard and see what we get. See if that knocked that burr up a little bit. Now, like I said, this is never going to be a perfect edge, but we've got it back to almost shaving sharp. So what we'll do is we'll go out here, we'll hit my strop, and see if my strop will bring it back up to razor. I know there's going to be some of you guys that are going to say, well, that was a really thin knife to begin with. Here's the thing, I don't have any of my knives that I would really want to do this to besides this. Because it's going to so I just got this strop. It's loaded with chromium oxide. And then we'll just pull on a sheet of paper. So there you go. Yes, you can sharpen a knife on a car window. Is it a perfect edge? No, that definitely needs a little bit more. It's a very very wire edge. I can just feel some spots in there, but it is cutting, and it's cutting fairly cleanly. So, and it was as dull as about as dull as you could get it. There's not much you could get it less dull. So, all right, let's turn this around here. So, all right, that's just all it was. Outdoors 55. You said your wife would flip out if she saw you sharpening on a car window. You can do it and get away with it. And I mean, while it is not perfect, it is definitely sharper than it was when I first tried it, because it would not bite. It was just tearing paper. So now you can still cut curves. So it's just not as refined as I would want the edge or had it before. All it needs is it needs a couple passes on 1000 grit just to smooth up that edge, and then to go back up to like 3000 where I had this, because this is a work knife. That's right, guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's gonna be first knife I ever made. This hideous predator fucking knife that looks like it came from Star Trek as a Klingon weapon. But no, so yeah, there are ways to sharpen things in the field that don't necessarily have to be a full sharpening kit. You don't necessarily have to take stone. If you have a truck, if you're out in the woods and you're hunting and you need to do something like that, you can by all means use the edge of a window, the top edge of a window. You can use the edge of a mirror if it's got one of those blasted finishes. You can use anything that is a silicate based thing. Like I said, the reason that I didn't do the sharpening on the bottom of a cup like Outdoors 55 did was because everybody knows that crockery and ceramic are already sharpening implements. You have crock sticks, you have ceramic sticks, you have ceramic plates, things like that. And that's where it came from, was people realized that you could touch up an edge. Like I said in the introduction to the video, my grandfather, I used to see him take the big crocked pickle jar, and he would touch up the edge on the unfinished portion of that crockery pickle jar. It was a big one that would make pickles in. They put a lid on it and weights and things like that. So yeah, guys, that's it. This is kind of a short video. I think it's probably going to be under like 15 minutes, which is unheard of for me. So that's basically it, man. Maybe Matt, do you want to look at some of your knives, some of your butterfly knives on a video? We're going to throw it in at the end before we close this out.
I did bring quite a few knives with me today.
We might do that. We might do a little knife show. Or that might be a separate video. I might just do 2 videos today because I haven't done a video for a while. All right, guys, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a second video. We're going to do a separate video. That's what we'll do. All right, guys, take it easy, and I will see you next time.